Hello all, we have started with curve tracing, and in that we have seen curve tracing of Cartesian curves previously, right? Today we are going to start with polar curves, right? So let's first of all understand what are the polar coordinates, right? uh, See, generally what you do when you have this is the x-axis, this is y-axis, and when you consider any point P, say with coordinates x and y, so in that case this distance represents y, and this distance is nothing but x, right? So that's why the coordinates of x, y justifies here, right? Now in this case, suppose I just join the line OP, and suppose this is the angle made by OP with x-axis theta. I'm measuring theta anti-clockwise from x to the line OP, right? And suppose the distance OP is equal to r. Then now instead of Cartesian coordinates x, y, I'm going to have coordinates for P as r and theta. What is r? R is the distance between OP, and theta is nothing but angle made by OP with the positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction, right? So these are the polar coordinates r and theta. So how polar curve represented? Polar curve form is nothing but r is equal to f of theta in generally, right? Now what are the changes here? So instead of x-axis, what I am going to consider x-axis as initial line. Why I am calling this as initial line? Because what is the angle theta here? Angle made by x-axis itself is nothing but theta 0, right? So initial line is nothing but theta is equal to 0 degree, right? So if this is initial line, then what is y-axis? Y-axis is perpendicular to x-axis. So what is theta there? When you rotate it up to this line, what is theta? Theta is pi by 2, right? So y-axis now I'm going to call as perpendicular to initial line, where theta is equal to pi by 2. So new coordinate system is now theta is equal to 0 and theta is equal to pi by 2. Here the theta is going to be, see, angle covered by this line is going to be pi. So theta is equal to pi. Similarly here 270, and then repeat back to 360, right? So what is y-axis? This is a perpendicular to initial line, right? So what is theta here? Equal to pi by 2, right? So when I'm saying the curve is passing through origin, origin is called as pole in this case, okay? Origin we are going to call as pole. So 0 0 is now pole for us. X-axis is initial line and y-axis is perpendicular to initial line, right? So when I'm saying that the curve is passing through origin, so in that case what will be r? See, when you reduce r like this, like this, like this, so r is tending towards 0. So when r becomes 0, the given curve will pass through origin. So when I want to check whether the given curve is passing through origin or not, we need to make r equal to 0, and suitably theta we are going to figure out, right? This is just an extra point, but just keep in mind these three notations, okay? Now we want to trace the polar curve. So for that also, like a Cartesian curve, we are having some rules, okay? We are going to relate time to time with Cartesian curves here as well. The rule first there was symmetry. Here also the first rule to trace the curve is symmetry, right? So r is equal to f of theta. This polar curve is given to us. Then how to check the symmetry? The first rule in symmetry is when we change theta by minus theta in the given curve and still the curves remain same as it is, then that curve is symmetric about initial line. Initial line meaning x-axis here. So if when we change theta is equal to minus theta in the given line, in the given curve, then if the curve remains unchanged, then it will be symmetric about this initial line, right? So let's take one example here. Let's take, suppose I have r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. The equation is in terms of r and theta. So this is the polar curve. And yeah, now what we want to verify, whether it is symmetric about which axis, right? Now I know that cos of minus theta is same as cos theta. So when I change theta by minus theta here, what do I have? R is equal to a into 1 plus cos of minus theta. But cos of minus theta is same as cos theta. So this is same as a into 1 plus cos theta. So the given curve remains same as it is. That means when we trace the curve, this curve is going to be symmetric about initial line. Okay. Then the next rule is, when we change r to minus r, the curve should remain same as it is. So in that case, it will be symmetric about pole. What is pole here? Pole is nothing but origin. So about origin, if the curve is symmetric, then we are changing r by minus r, right? So note to think here, when power of r is even in some curve, so in that case it is going to be symmetric about the pole, right? If the power is odd, this then r raised to odd number is going to be minus, r raised to odd number is going to be minus of that number, right? So power of r must be even, then only it will be symmetric about pole, right? So for example, say I have r square is equal to a square into, say, cos 2 theta, right? So when I replace r by minus r here, I'm going to get the same curve back. Yes or no? So this is a symmetric about pole. So what is the keynote here? Power of r must be even. Correct? And similarly in the first case also, when the equation contains cos theta and when you just cos theta, not a sin theta along with that, when you replace theta by minus theta, it is always going to be remain same as it is if it involves only cos theta, not sin theta, right? This also you can just note the thing here, right? Then the next rule in the symmetry is, if the curve remains unchanged by changing r to minus r and theta to minus theta, then it will be symmetrical about the line which passes through pole. The line which passes through pole is this one, and the line which passes through the pole is nothing but y-axis. Here y-axis I am considering as theta is equal to pi by 2, right? So when you change r to minus r and theta to minus theta and still the equation remains same as it is, so in that case it will be symmetric about this axis, right? So for example, the previous example will work here, that is r square is equal to a square into cos 2 theta, right? When you replace r by minus r and theta by minus theta, anyway you are going to get cos theta only, so same equation you are getting back, right? So this curve is symmetric about this axis, correct? Now similarly you can check the rule. The same rule will also work when you change theta to pi minus theta, then also it is symmetric about the y-axis, right? So when to change this, when the given equation contains sine theta, in that case this thing is going to work, only sine theta, right? Now here I am going to replace theta by pi minus theta, and by sine A minus B formula you can prove that this is nothing but sine of theta only, right? So in case of sine theta is involved in the given equation, replace theta by pi minus theta and then check the symmetry. Okay. These are the 4 rules for symmetry. That is, first rule was replacing theta by minus theta. Then second rule, when you're replacing theta by minus theta and still equation is remaining same as it is, so in that case it is symmetric about initial line. The second, when you are replacing r by minus r, in that case it is symmetric about pole. Then replacing r by minus r and theta by minus theta, it is symmetric about y-axis, that is theta is equal to pi by 2. And when you replacing we are replacing theta by pi minus theta, yes, the same thing works, that is it is symmetric about y-axis, right? So that is with symmetry. Okay, then the next thing here is, in case of Cartesian curve, the next rule was you figure out whether the curve passes through origin or not, and if it passes through origin, then you straight away figure out what is the tangent at origin. The same thing we are going to do here as well, right? So to verify whether the given curve is passing through origin or not, in that case you are straight away going to substitute r is equal to theta 0, and if for r equal to 0, if the value of theta exists, then in that case the curve passes through origin, right? That is pole. Okay, and straight away we are going to figure out tangent. What will be tangent? So when you substitute r is equal to 0 and you get some value of theta, and say theta is equal to pi, so theta is equal to pi is nothing but tangent at pole. Okay, let's take one example. For example, I consider r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta, right? So to verify whether this passes through origin or not, what you are going to do is substituting r is equal to 0. When you substitute r is equal to 0, what you have, a into 1 plus cos theta, right? Now I know that when r is going to be 0, that for what value of theta this equation will get satisfied, that is when theta I am substituting equal to pi. Cos pi is nothing but minus 1, and then only I am going to get this is equal to 0, right? So to satisfy this equation I need theta to be equal to pi, right? So theta is equal to pi value, then I am having r is equal to 0. So that's why this passes through pole, right? And at theta is equal to pi, I am getting r is equal to 0. That means theta equal to pi is nothing but tangent at the pole. Okay, this equation is nothing but tangent at pole. Okay, what I did here, when you substitute r is equal to 0, to satisfy this equation I need cos theta to be for equal to some value, so that this equation will get satisfied. So for that, when I substitute theta is equal to pi, I get cos theta is equal to minus 1, and so that the right hand side becomes 0, so equation gets satisfied, right? So that means theta is equal to pi is the tangent at pole. Okay, then the next rule is here is we are going to prepare table here. Okay, that is for some set of values of theta I am going to figure out what is the value of r, so that using that table it will be easy to plot the polar curve, right? What I am saying here, say I make a table like this. Say I get take theta is equal to 30 degree, 60 degree, I can consider 45 in between, then 60 degree, then 90 degree, then 120 degree, then let's take 135 since I am considering 45, then 150 degree, and then 180 degree, and continue like this up to 360, that is 2 pi. I am considering up to 360 because at 360 I am going to come back at a point theta is equal to 0 line, right? This is theta equal to 0, this is theta is equal to pi by 2, this is theta is equal to pi, right? So note that when you find out value of corresponding r here, when you substitute theta is equal to this values in the given equation, you will get certain values of r, right? So that you can plot this values of r straight away here and you can draw the curve, right? So see, this is say making 30 degree, say this is 45, say this is 60, this is 90, then say this is 120, so this is 135, then 150, and when you plot points here, straight away you can join these points to draw the curve. Yes or no? So this rule is extremely important. Most probably take this values only to figure out what are the values of r, okay, in most of the cases. Okay, now note that if it is symmetric about initial line, then it will work that if I just figure out values up to pi, right? Because if it is symmetric about initial line, the curve which is in the above part will, the same curve will be in the below part also, right? So in case of symmetric about initial line, the table you are going to figure out just up to 180 degree, right? And the same curve you are going to draw below, right? So like this, when it is symmetric about this line, yes, proceed up to 360 degree. Okay, this is the next rule. Okay, there are 3 more rules based on this. We are going to continue with these 3 more rules in the next video.